All right, we are back. Personal Health Care Reform Talk Show on Pegasus NetWaves, taking your health to a higher level, and all kinds of cool stuff coming at you this summer. So let's start off with first off the first big thing, ClintFuquay.com. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. Everything's been changed. Brand new front page. I've got like 3D clickable buttons and all kinds of cool stuff on there. Okay, 4 steps to wellness. All right, it's 4 steps. I've made it easy. Very, very easy. Take step 1, 2, 3, 4, step your way through it, and then go check out stuff on the services page and of course, the products page. Okay? A couple of new things. So I'm officially doing stuff with my partner, PhysioFit, full-time now. So corporate wellness specifically. I'm helping out with putting together the corporate wellness program and a huge full 12-week health coaching program from PhysioFit as well. So get ready for that this fall, okay? Just so you know. So there's that. Quick check out clintsprograms.com, personalhealthcarereform.com. Everything, of course, right now this year is hashtag LiveLean2016. Also, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, Instagram, YouTube. Tons of stuff on YouTube. About to be a lot more stuff on YouTube. A lot more video content coming this fall, too, people. Get ready. Spreaker for all the old shows. SoundCloud for the old shows. HealthLink, that's Health with a Y. Check them out for some of my stuff in the industry. Also, IdeaFit as well. See my full background there, as well as on my bio page on the new website. Did I mention that? New website is awesome. And, of course, articles, Mids Fitness, Rocks Digital, Offbeat Business, Living the Dream Magazine. And, of course, let's get into my my health partners, which there will be more coming on board. So, Human Helping Unite Mankind in Nutrition. Awesome vending service, all healthy stuff, non-GMO, organic. You pick it out. It's healthy goldfish. Okay, I keep on putting that point out there. MedCall Pro, of course, they'll be on this summer. Talking about their brand new program coming out for telemedicine. Ultra Lab tests for any and all blood lab tests, urine tests, whatever. 2,500 locations around the U.S. 20 to 80% off everything. It's an awesome service. Check them out. And also, Everlywell, if we're going to talk about blood testing, okay, they're eventually going to have 12 different blood tests. This is with a pinprick. You do it at your house. There's nowhere to go. You order the test, they send it to you, you do the pinprick, you send it back, they send you back this beautifully designed info packet of everything going on with you. The first 2 right now are food sensitivity tests and fertility, okay? This is the first 2 that they start off with. Check it out. It's on my website, Everlywell. And I will have their CEO on this show, too. She is fantastically, awesomely awesome. You got to hear her story and why she started this company and why I'm getting involved with them. Also, Icon Meals. Summer's here. I know you're grilling out. I did some grilling. We've got that going on. Icon Meals, once again, all pre-made meals. You set up for whatever you want, whatever you need on there. If you got gluten issues, speaking of the food intolerances, if you're on a special diet, if you're getting ready for a show, whatever. Check them out. Use code CBFIT. Use 10% off. Kinesi, all brand new clothing line coming out this fall. Awesome stuff. Of course, I'm wearing some Kinesi gear right now. I'm in long sleeves, by the way. It's almost summertime. It's going to be like 90 degrees outside. I'm in a black long sleeve shirt, and I'm cool. How about, does your stuff do that? No, it doesn't. I guarantee you it doesn't because they don't have this technology. It's awesome. It's all cotton, by the way. Thrive Market. So you go to the store, you're looking all over the place for everything in there. You're looking for all your gluten-free stuff, your vegan stuff, your paleo stuff, whatever. Imagine going online and having all that stuff there for you. Click of a button. We've got it. Actually, I've got it. It's on my website. Okay, it's on the products page. Thrive Market, awesome stuff. 50% off all this stuff, because if you're complaining about the pricing of organic and non-GMO, all that stuff, imagine getting it for half. Don't imagine it. Go to my website, check it out, okay? And then, of course, we got ID Life. Tons of stuff going on with ID Life this summer. Check out everything we have going on. Go take your health assessment already. Seriously, if you got allergy issues, whatever your issues are, go take the health assessment. You're gonna get 20 pages of how to take care of this. Okay, 20 pages of you and how to improve yourself. Okay, for free. It's awesome. So check that out. Of course, everything else that you need to take nutrient-wise. And once again, it's summertime. We have a skincare line, phenomenal skincare line. The day cream has 20 SPF. Okay, and we use actual real zinc. It's aloe-based. paraben-free, all that cool stuff. Okay, I won't belabor you, but go check it out on the website. And of course, the ADA. I'll have the ADA, American Diabetes Association, coming on here this June. We're going to talk about Tour de Cure, and of course, we're going to talk about the Step Out Walk. We have all that stuff going on, and we're going to pop into health in the news here in a second. Of course, the Tour de Cure coming up on June 25th. This is going to be out at Texas Motor Speedway because it's a big event, so you got to have a big place to do all the bike riding out there, right? Once again, my buddy Scott Schilling, every Saturday, Talking with Giants. Awesome shows there. His last one was with Chris Hennings. Used to play for the Cowboys. Used to fly a Warthog. If you haven't seen, best plane ever built, designed, awesome thing. Anyway, so he was on there. It was a great show. He's got more stuff coming up. And of course, as I mentioned, I will be doing tons of stuff with PhysioFit, especially on corporate wellness side and health coaching. And today on the show, I'm going to have Ross Stewart here with me from Brain and Body Wellness Center. We're going to be talking about ADD and ADHD and how to address those issues naturally, take care of them, because it's summertime. Okay, you got 3 months before school's back. School's out for summer, right? Well, you better get ready for school next season or next year. So let's do some health in the news right quick. I'm actually reading straight off the phone. Okay, so this is straight from the Facebook page, Personal Healthcare Reform. Check it out. Go like it. Okay. So I've got a great dish here from Mike Mutzel, Master in Science. Awesome grilling recipes from him using grass-fed beef, all kinds of grains. Great stuff on there. You should check that out. Ben Swan. If you haven't seen Ben Swan stuff from Truth in the Media, awesome stuff. Phenomenal reporting. This man's a real reporter. I love his stuff. So he's got a 4-part series on Big Farm and how it manipulates healthcare system. Yeah, so listen to this show and then watch that 4-part series. Okay, it'll be phenomenal because he holds no punches. He's right down the middle. Phenomenal info from this guy. How he's still in the air, I don't know. Once again, awesome posts. My friend Rachel Messer with Clean Food Crush. Okay, she's been doing all kinds of food prep. I'll occasionally share some of it because I don't want to do food prep. I love cooking for me, not everybody else. But she's got food prep for you and the entire family. Awesome stuff. That's on the Facebook page. Check out her page, Clean Food Crush, as well. Check out that page. Check out all the food prep stuff because it's tons and tons of food prep on there. It's phenomenal stuff. 3 foods you should eat every day. One of those, of course, is an apple. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Quite literally, it does. So the last show, of course, I had ATF. I had 22 kill, which I'm still doing the push-ups. If you haven't joined the push-up challenge, it's 22 push-ups for 22 days. Join it. I challenge everybody listening to join this thing that I'm doing for 22 kill. It's to help end military suicide. That's both active duty and veterans, because on average there's 22 a day. Mostly because the VA are a bunch of idiots. That's right, I said it. Mostly because, news story, 22,000 veterans have been fraudulently placed in ineligible status for VA benefits. Fraudulently. What did the VA do? They tried to cover it up like they've been trying to do everything else. Anyway, so 22 kill. You know what they do on a daily basis? They go kick these guys in the butt, is what they do every day to help out our veterans that are injured and they have all kinds of issues going on. So there's that. That is Health in the News. Check out ClintFuquay.com. It's all brand new. I want some feedback on the website. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the clickable buttons, okay? They're cool. They're 3D. They're popping out at you, see? So there's that. Hashtag Live Lean 2016 for everyone else this summer. And come back, listen in, because we're going to be talking about ADHD and ADD and how to start rectifying this issue with you and your kids before school gets back, because you got 3 months. Just 3 months. And then, school's coming back. Okay, so get ready. It's going to be an awesome show.
Visitors are invited to enjoy the City of Dallas annual Juneteenth event, a fun-filled family festival from 12 noon to 5 p.m. on Saturday, June 18th at the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center, located at 2922 MLK Boulevard. This event will feature local vendors, live entertainment, food, arts and crafts, free giveaways, and more. All children's activities are free. Juneteenth marks the anniversary of when Texas slaves learned that they had been emancipated back in 1865. This festival is an important event that brings the Dallas community together in an effort to commemorate this important moment in our nation's history. That's the City of Dallas annual Juneteenth event, Saturday, June 18th at the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center, 2922 MLK Boulevard.
Hey everybody, this is Blake Miller. I own a company called Ozone Purity where we flood the body with oxygen. If anybody's are worried about just getting toxic and full of the pollution out there in the world, come see us. We specialize in something called ozone therapy, flooding the body with electrical oxygen. We have little steam saunas and we pump ozone through the system and just release all the waste. We're at Addison Beltline. Website is www.ozonepurity.com, or go to our app. You can see all of our products, all of our services on your app store under Ozone Purity.
All right, we're back. Personal Health Care Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, taking your health to a higher level. And today, I have got Mr. Ross Stewart from Brain Body Wellness Center here in Dallas, actually. And we're going to be talking about, school's out. School's out for summer. ADHD, ADD is a huge issue in the U.S., okay, if you haven't figured that out yet, because it's in the news all the time. So we're gonna talk about that from a realistic standpoint and what you can do as a parent to help yourself if you have adult ADHD, because it is a thing. Apparently more so nowadays. Sometimes self-created, and of course for the kids, because they're in school. If they can't concentrate, if they can't focus, well, guess what happens to the grades? Then guess what happens at home? Then guess what happens with life and all that other stuff. So I'm not gonna belabor that point. So we're gonna give you some great advice today to help out with that, and of course we're going to talk about what they do over at Brain Body Wellness Center. So, Ross, thank you for joining me here on the show.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yep.
And let me give you a little bit of background as to who I am.
Okay.
For one thing, I have a PhD in counseling psychology. I've been in practice for 46 years.
That's just longer than
I've
I've been alive.
in my doctoral program, my minor was the diagnosis and remediation of learning differences, way back when, in the dark ages, in the 70s. And the national statistics right now, coming from government research, is that ADHD is 375% more prevalent today than it was in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people have said, well, you guys back in those days, you just didn't know how to diagnose it. I'm here to tell you, we were smart then, too. And we could diagnose, we didn't quite call it that, we called it learning differences, but it was ADD and ADHD. And so what we're seeing is this is an epidemic. And the tragedy to families, the tragedies to the students, and the tragedies to the schools. The schools are simply overwhelmed and are actually dumbing down all the classes to meet the ADHD challenge that they're facing all day, every day. I'm a certified teacher. I spent time in the classroom. I know the challenges. And about the time 1/3 of your class can't follow what you're doing, you've got an ongoing mess on your hands. You can't address all of those problems in one classroom setting.
Yep. No, note all the YouTube videos the past 3 or 4 years of unruly kids in the classrooms. It's probably an issue.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And teachers are ill-prepared for it. And I don't know how you'd actually prepare teachers to deal with such a diverse student audience, especially when they have YouTube and other things that are highly entertaining. And school isn't entertaining that way.
Yeah.
It's not designed that way, and it just isn't.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, I saw a program 3 years ago that was being developed for schools. Specifically, it was based around ADHD, and it gave like 4 different inputs for each student right then and there. From the teacher up front to some video to stuff on the phone to texting back through it and everything else, which actually is multiply the problem, because now you're creating more ADHD issues. But I saw that because they were basically saying, well, here's an issue. Rather than fixing this thing, we're just going to go with it, and we're going to give them 4 or 5 inputs, so they have to focus on all these things, and makes them focus on at least one. So I want to get into since you've gone over some of your background. What is some of the background of Brain Body Wellness Center? How did you create it? Why did you create it?
Well, basically, about 16 years ago, we were looking at the tremendous problems that we were facing, and we understood that there were major brain chemistry issues, all the way from autism through ADHD, through depression, through anxiety, through cognitive decline, through dementia, through Parkinson's disease. And we looked at this and said, there are no practical solutions. And when we looked at the medications, some of the side effects of the medications were actually worse than the condition.
Oh, yes.
For example, when you're dealing with ADHD and you're going to give them an amphetamine, which are the popular drugs, we know that these things permanently alter the architecture of the brain. They aren't the same person after just a few doses of that stuff. Mm-hmm. The brain has changed. Mm. So we were looking at where are there solutions. And my business partner, Anya, she found something called neuroresearch. Neuroresearch has been in existence for 18 years, and what they're doing is through naturally occurring proteins coming from beans and seeds inside of a well-researched medical protocol are creating the building blocks for serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine, which are the major neurotransmitters, the master regulators. We tried it. To say we were knocked out by the quality of the results doesn't tell you how happy we were. We took people who had been on chronic depression medications, and in 8 weeks they were not depressed anymore. And they were off their medications. We worked with a medical doctor who took them off of the prescription medications. Yeah,
which is fantastic, especially going back to the last show, talking about that with 22 Kill and everybody else, and working with PTS and major depressive issues and military, which, not to go down rabbit trail, but I'm going to go down rabbit trail right quick with the ADHD thing and all the amphetamines that these kids are taking. If they're on that, guess what they can't do? They can't enlist. The U.S. military is having a huge issue with that. They can't find enough good applicants because of either obesity or ADHD issues, and the fact that these kids have been on methamphetamines for years. They can't take them. They can't bring them in.
With good reason.
Yeah.
These people are different. I have great sympathy for mom and dad, though. There they have a child. They go to their medical doctor, and the doctor says, well, this is easy. Just put them on amphetamines. And it actually, the child will perform better in school, but they'll perform worse in life. Mm-hmm. And now, by the way, they are addicted to amphetamines. And to talk about these being a gateway to other drugs, they are. The research couldn't be more clear. So basically what we did was we got well trained in this system of using these targeted proteins. And here's what we found, for example. A child is supposed to hear the teacher's instructions. And the prefrontal cortex, what's behind your forehead, is the first entry point for so much of this information. Mm-hmm. It's serotonin-driven. Remember serotonin, one of those major neurotransmitters? If you don't have enough of it, you don't hear the teacher's message. You don't get a 7-second memory in the prefrontal cortex, so it can move back to a 20-second memory, to a 20-minute memory, to storage in the whole brain. Mm-hmm. You don't get it from the very beginning. And so the remedy is get your serotonin in the right place. Well, we can do that by giving the protein building blocks with no side effects. Oh, it doesn't permanently alter the brain? No, it's in the form of, listen to this, the government gave it a label, prescription food. Mm-hmm. I love it. There's only 3 products in there. Cherry juice is one. I can't remember what the other one is. Yep. But what a laugh. They didn't know what to do with it because it was patented, because it was well-researched, 3 million days in patient database, maintained by the University of Minnesota School of Medicine. It's fabulous, and the government just didn't know what to do with it, so they called it prescription food.
Yeah, which means they can heavily regulate it whenever they want.
Well, the research was so good, and the legal muscle behind this organization is so good that even though they tried to put it out of business, they couldn't.
Oh, which is fantastic because they have a history of doing such things.
Oh, do they ever? Do they ever? That is indeed the case.
We won't go down that rabbit trail right
No,
now.
that's a dangerous road to go down, as we know.
Yeah. You might not hear me again,
or me. By the way, I'm not suicidal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, basically, what we're looking at is a 6-week program that is going to involve several things. We find that serotonin is what also drives your enteric nervous system, which is this nervous system in your stomach and guts. Mm-hmm. You have 2 nervous systems, one called your enteric, drives your stomach and guts. The other is your central nervous system, that's pretty much what's between your ears and down your spine.
This would be the whole
and these
stomach-brain
guys are supposed
connection.
to work in coordination. as opposed to the enteric nervous system not having enough serotonin, so it sends static into the central nervous system as opposed to regulating digestion.
Mm-hmm.
We start every program with a gut reorganization because we have to.
Yeah.
We ask the kids, Mom, do they have any digestive problems? Well, no. Well, yeah, constipation and diarrhea and, gas and bloating and, okay, cut me a break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and we're doing gluten-free because we think these got celiac issues.
And they'll try gluten-free, they'll try dairy-free, they'll try some other things and say, those are a nice start. But where we really need to go is your small intestines. What we have here is floral bacteria and lots of other things that need to have the right acid-alkaline balance for the healthy ones to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
We've done stool samples and found that in some kids, the ratio, which should be 3 good to 1 bad, the ratio is 10 bad to 1 good. Now, what's being dumped into that kid's blood, and what nutrition are they not getting?
Yeah. And how many antibiotics are they taking every year?
I've had kids that have 30 or 40 rounds of antibiotics by age 6.
Mm-hmm.
And as it turned out, we took them off of milk and other dairy products, and their ear problems went away in 2 weeks. Their diarrhea went away almost overnight. Over and over and over again. But it still leaves us with every kid, every adult, they start with a digestion program with us because they must. You know, I've been in this for 46 years, and if I'm going to work with somebody, I pretty well demand that we get superior results.
Yeah, it moves quick, doesn't it?
And so we start with work with us, work with digestion, then we're going to go to these amino acids, which we'll put into a kid-friendly drink. But here are some other clues that for parents. Number 1, make sure your child has a high-quality protein and vegetable breakfast. Here's typically what I hear with that. Mom, I'm so exhausted and overwhelmed by my life. I don't know how I get that into my kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even get it into me. We roll out of bed, throw on our clothes, and go.
Yeah. We just a segue before you get into the rest of that, we also talked about the food desert issue, which means they just don't have access to anything.
They don't have access to anything, and there are some good solutions. And some of them, the way I like to address this is a big problem for Mom. And I really get it, because she's got the responsibility for everything. So what we're looking at is, how do we change the course of this luxury liner cruise ship? Well, it takes 1.75 miles to accomplish that. So degree by degree by degree.
Mm-hmm.
Let us help you and coach you over time. Let's start with having a decent dinner. Oh, what a concept.
Oh, yeah.
But it has to start someplace, so Mom starts getting some decent energy and the kids start getting some decent nutrition. That's a good place to start. Then my partner, Anya, she's really expert at giving cool recipes, easy ways to get this done. And over time, over this 8-week period, we're really looking for a transition. And by the way, the brain is that kid now, the prefrontal cortex is now active.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can actually hear you when you talk. They can choose not to, because mom and dad have really taught them not to listen. But they're now capable, and they're open to conversations with us. And we're looking to see, in some cases, the most dramatic change you can imagine. A kid who's failing goes to, he was really very smart. He just couldn't think of any. He couldn't think, he couldn't process, he couldn't gather information. Mm-hmm. Ongoing tragedy. So what we're looking at is, let's start with food. Food is going to be some protein source and a lot of vegetables and real small amounts of carbohydrates.
Yep. Yeah, that means a couple of small potatoes, maybe.
Well, we don't even approve of those, but
yeah.
But as a transition, yeah. And we want really good fats. We want them to eat salmon. We want them to eat avocados or guacamole. These really high-quality fats. And if we can squeeze a fish oil in, we want to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, you and I were talking before the show about the bus driver who decided to find out how many kids actually ate breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Of the 200 kids, 87 had nothing, 29 had only coffee with cream and sugar in it for breakfast, and only 8 had a real breakfast that had anything substantial like eggs and meat and something else. So food is where to start.
Always.
Always.
Speaking of, if you listen to the first part of the show, Clean Food Crush, Rachel Masser, if you need some recipes, of course, check these guys out too. But her stuff online, already put together for you. Awesome, phenomenal recipes.
Well, I just put together pretty much a cookbook, and so you go to our brainandbodywellnesscenter.com website, and you'll see an enormous amount of quality information and a lot of good recipes.
Fantastic.
We have really attempted to make this as user-friendly as possible.
Yeah.
The problem is massive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's on two fronts. One, taking care of the issue, and two, making it accessible and easy.
Oh, doable. Yeah,
doable.
Doable.
Yes.
Oh, really tough.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, because we're about out of time, because there's tons of info here. In fact, we'll have you back on for another show. In fact, later on, they may have their own show. Just hint. But before we get out of here, if you'll give everybody your contact information, how they can get a hold of you, the website, so they can get the recipes.
If you just Google Dr. Ross Stewart, Dallas, Texas, all my information will come up.
Okay.
The website is brainandbodywellnesscenter.com, bbwca.com. And a phone number is 972-248-0780. And we're happy to give people a few minutes to talk about their issue and if we can do anything for them or not.
Okay.
And as I say, it's all the way from autism through ADHD, through anxiety, depression, all the way through Parkinson's.
Yeah,
Parkinson's, by the way, is our biggest business.
Yeah, I want to bring you back on later on this year and talk specifically about Parkinson's and the issues with that, especially in the fall, because that's when your parents are dealing with mom and dad at that point, and Parkinson's and all kinds of other issues. So thank you for coming on. Everybody out there, check out Brain and Body Wellness Center here in Dallas, and come back, listen to the next show. Next show is going to be with the ADA, talking about Tour de Cure. So come back, join us for that. And once again, ClintFuquay.com. Check out the brand new website. Seriously, click everything on there and test all the buttons. Go wild. Have fun with it. So, give me some feedback on it. Tell me if you like it. Otherwise, thanks for coming on, and everybody else out there, have a great summer.